Hello. Good? Alright. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Hello, Tax. Hello, Giselle. How we doing, everybody? How we doing? Let's see how this camera angle looks. Looks pretty good to me. Maybe a little bit closer. A bit lower maybe, so I can lean back and enjoy myself. Let's see how that looks. I'm pretty happy with this. Hey everybody. Who we got in here? We got Tax, we got Giselle, we got Mix, we got Kate. My birthday was great, thank you. We got Amber. Hi. My birthday was good. Hello football, hello Tina and Catherine. How we doing, everybody? How's everybody doing? What's going on? What's up, Maxie? Have I seen you before? Your name looks a little unfamiliar. Hello, Alexis. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna stack these up to entice everybody. Hello, Dex. Hello, everyone. What's going on? How's everybody's weekend? Maybe like this. That's exciting. Hello, Alexis. Hello, Dex. Hello, Tatiana. Hi. You've been here before? Okay, cool. Well, hi again. Sorry, I'm bad with names sometimes. Did my parents send me a gift? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Specifically, mostly Lorcana cards, which is why we have some Lorcana cards to open. You know what? User 52, you around? Your show is on. What's up, Kay? Hello. Hi, Bobby. Hey, Ray. No nugget today, Cozy, sadly. First stream? Well, hi, Tatiana. Anyone else just here from TikTok or anyone else's first stream? Say hi and introduce yourself. And all of the Lily's Lovelies who are here most days will say hi as well. Hello, Catherine. How are you? How you doing, girl? How you been? How you feeling? How's the man? Your birthday's tomorrow. Well, happy early birthday, Cypress. Hello, Ray. Nick says my weekend was boring. Sat in my collect dorm and played Hightail all day. Never heard of Hightail. Sounds okay. It's okay. Thank you, Maxie. Alexa says finally warm in Minnesota, a whopping 20 degrees. Yeah, no, thank you. Doesn't sound very warm to me. We got Melissa in here. Hello, honeybee. Hi. Hello, Michael 4. How are you? What's going on? Cypress's first stream. Everyone say hi to Cypress. If you say hi, it's my first stream. We will say hi back. I will say hi back. We got Cypress and Tatiana. Trish, hello. We got Melissa. Where's Nugget? Nugget's at home today, sadly. I gave him a haircut over the weekend, though. I need to post a picture of him. What's up, Ella? Hello, Ella. We got Amy. Hello. I'm your comfort show? That's so sweet. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to cough too much. I forgot my cough drops. Silly me. We got Ray. It's Ray's first stream. Hello, Ray. I feel like I've seen your name before. Maybe I saw it on TikTok. Gotcha. We got 26 degrees in Wisconsin. Wow. Hightail is basically medieval Minecraft. That's fun. And college. Okay, that's what I thought you meant. What's up, Amber? Yeah, Prudo's first stream. Hello. Violet Hayes came just from TikTok and downloaded Twitch for me. Thank you. That's nice of you. It's a lot more chill here. We just hang out and spill tea. You get to bet, or I guess wager your channel points if I'm going to spill on myself, which I would say about half the time I do. I try not to, but you know. We got Catherine is doing great. Things with the new man are going great. He's been a great support system through all the custody baloney. Is there even a question who's getting custody? Are you in court yet? Or if you don't mind me asking, please update us on that. For the record, for those of you who haven't been here before, Catherine just is divorcing the biggest piece of trash, and we're so happy for her. And she has a new man, which we're always also happy for her for. That makes sense. Y'all understand. Cypress is from Southwest Florida. Ooh, and you made a snowman in your front yard. That's wild. I lived in Sarasota, Florida for about a decade, and that never happened. Snowing at the beach. Wow. Yep, it's Ray's first stream. What's up, Giselle? We're at a gastro pub today. We get some fancy gastro food. What's up, Lily? Hi, Victoria. How are you? Got Tax in here. Yes. Let's go ahead and pin that. 8 degrees in Michigan. It's like 60 degrees and sunny out here today. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I'm having a great time. Hi, Alicia. How are you doing? How's it going? It was like negative 20 last. What's your favorite type of sea creature? Oh, no, don't pin that one. That was a mistake pin. My favorite sea creature, the manatee. How about that? Because I grew up in Sarasota. I grew up in Manatee County, so how's that? Lily, I'm actually MTF. Oh, cool. You've been a big inspiration to me. MTF means male to female, for those of you who don't know. Trans woman. Or trans feminine person. You've been a big inspiration to me. I've been so confident ever since I started following you. Heck yeah, Tatiana. That's so cool. I'm so glad to hear it. Good for you, girl. I'm happy for you. Feel free to tell us more. I mean, like how long you've been transitioning. Talk to us. Better not spill anything wearing white. Yeah, I do tend to spill while I'm wearing white. Oh, hey, Caitlin. How are you? We love Caitlin, one of the OGs. What about mermaids? Mermaids? What does that mean? You lived... We talked about this, Jens. We had to have talked about this, right? They lived in Manatee County. Oh, I'm sorry, Gracie, you're not feeling so good? Oh, I'm sorry. Slick Dream says, hi, little Tina, I'm new here. Well, hello, Slick Dreams. How are you doing? I'm doing great. You know, Monday, I'm a little tired. I will say, just to spill I should have worn my Spill the Tea necklace. Just to spill a little bit of tea to start. I did have a guest last night. Stayed over at my apartment. Just saying. Spent the day with Daisy. For those of you who don't know, Daisy is my FWB friend with the benefits. We went out and we saw a movie and then hung out at my place. And I guess I could give more details if you want. But I've been tired today, but happy. Your favorite sea creature is the mermaid. I see, Caitlin. I see. That makes sense. I'm sure we talked about it, Jens. My birthday was great. It was very chill. Saturday I didn't do much, which was fine. And Sunday I hung out with Daisy. Hello, Miss Patty. How are you? Hello, Fallon. Hello. Your boyfriend got mad at you? Uh-oh. Is this a hashtag dump him situation, Great? It might be a dump him situation. We're very cautious of men here, and no offense to men in the chat. You're obviously the good ones, but you know, other men. Hello, Jer Bear. We got Amber in here. Oh, fun, yes. Are you hoping it moves to be monogamous? No, friend with benefits is where I'm very happy with it being. What's the drink? Just a ginger beer for now. So like, it's very gingery with lime. You did something bad? Okay, well, what did you do bad, Gracie? Now I'm interested. Oh, Caitlin, you have the flu? Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Mallory says, if someone calls you it's spelled with a Y, not an I, but is that offensive? It's one of those words that, like, if you are a lesbian, you can use it all the time. Like, I could use it, but it's kind of on the line where, like, queer people can use it pretty freely and not worry about it, but like if you're not in the queer community and you just drop it somewhere, it could ruffle a few feathers, but it's not quite as bad as other words. Bree says, never asked this, but do you ever want to get married? I'm open to it. I'm very open to it. I actually would be down, but it would just obviously have to be the right person. So this is Gracie saying the thing that they did bad. So basically me and him did something, and I told my friend, and then it went around. Oh, is the something like something? So you did a little activity together of some kind that you shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah. No. Oh well. What did you do then? Did you miss any tea? Says Stacy. I did mention that my FWB Daisy was over last night. She was actually the one who left this flower at my place, the one that's in my hair, and I put it on. And I will say the thing that I got up to last night with you cuddled shirtless? I mean, he's your boyfriend. You said that you cuddled your boyfriend and it got around. What's wrong with that? Isn't that, I'd be kind of shocked if that was something you weren't doing with the boyfriend, right? Am I crazy? Right? No, yes. The flowers are are they daisies? I guess that makes sense. Well, there you go. There you go. Yeah, I think that's fine, Gracie. Your shoulder seems to be healing well. It is. I'm trying to like keep it moving. You think they are? Okay, well, there you go. How old am I? I just turned 33 on Saturday. But the one thing I will say, the one little bit of spicy lore perhaps, is something, I did something last night that I haven't done in a long time because I'm an old lady. I go to bed early as I can. Oh, Gracie, yeah, great question. Great question. Gracie, please confirm you are 18 or older. You must be 18 or older to be in this chat. I'll be the big 40 in December. Wow. Happy early birthday, Maxie. Okay, good. Yeah, I guess at 18 it would maybe, but like, I don't know. I don't really have all that much to say about it because, like, look, you're a couple. That's what couples do. So, I don't think that has too much of a leg to stand on. You're allowed to talk about your relationship with someone outside of the relationship as long as, you know, you're not like, I mean, you're allowed to tell your friend that you cuddled with your partner. Like, that's not something that should be out of bounds. So hashtag dump him. Hashtag dump him. I low-key wanna, I don't know what that means. Yeah, it does not. I agree. Yeah, I don't know what SHD means. Wait, hold on. I think I do. I'm gonna take a step back from that one. I've actually been in denial of being trans for a while now, but actually I saw you on my For You page and I admired your confidence and I can help. And I came out publicly and everything has been going well so far. Congratulations, that's so great. And I've come out on social media and I've totally looked up to you for this entire time. Like, you're my idol. And I'm actually really happy I caught the stream and hopped on. Well, thank you, Tatiana. Congratulations. That's so great. Good for you. I mean, look, those are very strange words for me to read because it feels weird to hear someone say that I'm their idol. But it is humbling and very kind of you to say, but really, you did all the work. So give yourself some credit because that's not easy. It's not easy to come out. Congratulations. And everyone say congratulations to Tatiana. It's fantastic. Yeah, let's I'm gonna go ahead and hold on. Did we kick that person? Did we? I think we might have. I think. Okay, great. Yeah, we got rid of that person. You know, we can only take people at their word, but we're not trying to mess with that BS. One of my friends is trans, female to male, and it's hard to support because I come from an Israeli family. Don't blame it on your family. Like, your family doesn't get to decide what you believe and how you live your life. You get to decide that, you know? Like, you can't say that, oh, sorry, it's my family's fault that I don't support you. Like, no, it's your fault, right? Like, that would be my first piece of advice to you is think about that because, you know, my immediate family is super cool, but my extended family, not super cool. Very, very bigoted. But, like, I'm not. I'm not them, and you don't have to be your family at all. Maxie says, started my transition when I was 34, found out that I was intersex a year ago, and around the time I had bottom surgery. Well, congratulations for figuring that out. Did it make a lot of things make sense? Sorry, I'm catching up on the chat. We're not lagging. I'm just behind on the chat. You said, hold on. Oh my God, I'm behind on the chat. I'm catching up, I promise. Yeah, Bree, yeah, that was the right move to get them out of the chat. I was starting to, it's like, look, we can only take you at your word for when you say age, but also you reserve the right to ban anyone just on suspicion that you're lying. Nope, you didn't miss lunch at all. My brother came out 3 years ago, and it's been mixed if people support him or not. I try to support him whenever. Recently got approved for an HRT console. Great. And my mom didn't seem happy about it. Boo. I don't know what to do other than let him know I care and just want him to be happy. Do whatever makes him happiest. I mean, that's about as good as you can do. I mean, text him, call him. You don't have to talk about that kind of stuff all the time. Just, you know, being there for him and hanging out, whatever y'all like to do together, do that. You know, you can't change other people's minds. You can try, and, you know, maybe it can work sometimes, but the best you can really do, it sounds like, is what you're doing. Yes, when I had my first, this is for intersex Maxi. Yes, when I had my first hormone profile, I was already producing a certain amount of hormones. Yeah, well, there you go. Hello, everyone. Hello, Canna. SF local. SF local here. Any plans for the next couple of weeks? Lunar New Year's and Super Bowl events. Not really, but if you have any recommendations, I'm open to it. The Super Bowl is happening here this weekend, or I guess not in the city, but, you know, I was walking home last night after I saw a movie with Daisy, and there is so much stuff, like temporary tents and like buildings that are usually empty are being used like by Barstool Sports, and, you know, like there's so much stuff happening in the city this weekend because of the Super Bowl. I started the process of getting my passport. I want to go on a cruise. Heck yes, Caitlin, that's good for you. Where do you want to go on a cruise to? You can offer to get him appointments. That's a good point, Janice. By the way, this is a gift from Janice. So we're going to open a pack from this. A couple packs, freebie packs. We're going to still do the pack sponsoring situation like we normally do, but we'll do some freebies just to get the ball rolling. Super Bowl hype. Hey, sure. I'm not a sports person. I might watch, like, I probably won't watch the Super Bowl. I'll probably just end up watching, like, you know, any viral clips that come from it. But, you know, it is definitely happening here. There we go. I will say that if I had to pick a team, it would be the one that isn't owned by an awful fascist owner guy. Of estrogen. That makes sense, Maxie. What day do you go live 12 hours? We have a 12-hour stream coming up February 12th. February 12th. Yes. All right, you know what? Let's open 3 packs just to get us started. 3 freebies. These are from Janice, because Janice gifted us these. We are looking in these packs. We've never opened these before. We're looking for a Tiana. Really, I want the Yzma card, the one who's like, oh, the leva crunk. I want her. But there's also a Tiana that I would love, and a Baymax. You want to go to the Bahamas? Heck yes. Do you think Daisy leaving the hair clip means something? What do you mean by that? I think Daisy leaves the hair clip so that if she does end up watching the streams, she can see that I'm wearing it. But anyways, as I was saying, I did something last night that I haven't done in a long time, which was I was trying to get to bed for a while. It was really hard for me to sleep. I slept from maybe like 10 to 11:30 or midnight. Maybe like 10:30 to midnight, and I woke up at midnight, and I just had this feeling that I haven't had in a while, which was, Lily, go get it, girl. And Daisy was still awake, but I was waking up, so it was kind of like middle of the night. Ooh, okay. Rare number 1, Raya, cool. Rare number 2, oh, we're starting with a legendary Simba. Look at that. Look at that. Heck yes. And a Jasmine. But hey, we're starting with a legendary Simba. Look at that. Great first pull. Great first pull. Ooh, that's cool. That's cool looking. Okay, hold on. What are Lorcana cards? Lorcana cards are like Pokemon cards, but there's Disney characters. So there's rare ones that you're looking for. That, you know, at the end of every pack, you have the potential to get like a really rare one that's valuable, and like collectibles. Badlands halftime showcase. I can't wait to see what Green Day does. Yeah, I do like Green Day. In middle school, they were big for me. Yes, Gastropub today. Daisy keeps leaving stuff. Thank you, Jens, for gifting a sub to Hunt Man. Thank you, Jens. We love Jens. Jens is our stream mama. For those of you who are just joining us for the first time or haven't been here, oh my gosh, I have not even read the menu once. I'm so sorry, I haven't even read the menu once.
Okay.
Give us like 15 minutes and I'll be ready to order. Perfect, thank you. Lots of times. Oh, they're softly territorial. Interesting. I can see that. To be clear, Daisy and I are friends with benefits. We are not dating, and that is the boundaries we have for that. I'm very comfortable with and happy with. But it's cute to put something in my hair. We have a super rare, and then our Basil, the Great Mouse Detective. Yeah, the cinema card is cool. I like his danger mittens. Green Day is gonna be great. Can't wait to start baking for my party. Ooh, that's fun. Yes, anyway, so I woke up at like midnight. Daisy was awake, and I was like, Daisy, girl. And we did things we did things very late in the middle of the night, which I know is probably something that a lot of people do all the time, but I really haven't done that in a while, like waking up and just like, it's time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, that was fun. It was good. User 52 said, I'm always nicer after a shag, which I have to agree with. Anyways, am married, cannot relate. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Are there any married people who can relate? But yes, so that was nice. And we saw the movie Send Help, which is a movie in theaters right now with Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien, and I cannot recommend it enough. It is so crazy. It's so good. Ooh, gee, that's cute. All right, those are the 3 freebies to start with. Thank you to Jens' gift of a sub. We are now 900 bits away, or $9 of a gift away from continuing to open these to look for Gizmo. I think we're all nicer after a good. Yeah, I agree, Chair Bear. I agree. Newly married. We got married in Ireland last October. Congratulations. Bree is. I'm married and can relate. Did that Saturday night. Heck yes, Bree. It's fun. It's fun because, like, you know, there are not many reasons that waking up in the middle of the night is a good thing. It's usually a bad thing, except for one reason. There's one thing that if you wake up for in the middle of the night, it ain't so bad. It ain't so bad. So yeah, that was fun. Hi Lily. Hello CF. Haven't been active on Twitch for a while. Couldn't watch your lives. Well, I'm good. Welcome back. You're all good. Hello. Kaylin, what color did you dye your hair? Kay said not married, but basically had our 11-year anniversary. Wow, mazel tov. Elvia, we're just starting to read the menu. You're all good. Welcome. Love Elvia. User 52's married and can relate. Get it, User 52. Get it. Bree says we have kids and they're a killer to that stuff, so we had no kids around and took the advantage. Yeah. Get it, Bree. We've all done the we're both up for a pee break. I can't sleep, may as well. Yeah. What's a gastropub? It's like fancy bar food. Yeah. Thought you were gonna say that you woke up and found yourself sleepwalking. No, but according to Daisy, I did apparently sleep talk a bit, which is no surprise. Oh, this is the drink menu. We are looking for the food menu. Love not having to worry about kids. Yeah. The only kid I have to worry about is a fur child named Nugget, but he can be a bit. So he can be a trip sometimes. What's the vibe today? Great question. Let's see. Did I have a good birthday? I did. Oh, did I get up too much? Yeah. Yesterday I hung out with Daisy. We went to a movie, which was great. Hung out, ate some food, went to get Mexican food. Saturday was very chill. I really didn't do much. I played some video games, watched some TV. I'm tired. Your girl's tired. I'm tired. And I got this dang cough that's so annoying. You leave Nugget out. I'm sorry. I'll leave him out of this. I gave him a haircut on Saturday. That was a big part of my day. I gave him a big haircut. I got his nails filed down a bit, and I gave him a bath, and he was not happy with me. He's still a little upset with me, I think. Your fur child's name is Moon Pie. That's cute. I love that. Nick says it's just me and Fur Baby here, and she's sassy. Love a sassy Fur Baby. What movie did I see? It's called Send Help with Rachel McAdams. It's pretty brutal, but it's like so good. Like, my theater was laughing and clapping and gasping, and It's good. Like, don't look into it. Don't read too much about it. It's just good. Just know there are some gross parts because it is like, it can be kind of violent sometimes, but it's worth it. It's not really a horror movie. It's more of a thriller, but it's kind of horror elements to it. How do you find all these new restaurants and places on your doorstep? Are you by a city? I live in San Francisco, so pretty lucky. Good food city. Have I ever had any paranormal experiences? No, not really. Unfortunately, I wish I had that tea to spill, but no, I do not have that tea. I have to kick my fur babies out when we do the deed. I don't understand how people let their dogs sit in there staring. Yeah, as much as I would love to do that for Nugget, it's a studio apartment, so can't really help that. Although he's blind for the most part, so there's not much for him to see. The fur baby's name is Mellow. Oh, she's a bunny and loves to nibble me. That's sweet. That's so sweet. Best city for food. It's a great food city. Do I still have the mommy necklace? I do. I just haven't written it in a while. Written it? Worn it in a while. Okay. Appetizers. Y'all ready? They have the shareable bite section and the small plates section. Number 1, take a sip. If you hear anything you like, feel free to shout it out. If you want a little bun so badly, I have a tattoo of bunnies. That's cute. My coworker brought homemade chocolate chip cookies, and they're like thick. They're so good. I mean, look, Stacy. I ain't opposed to thickness. Not one bit. You know, speaking of Daisy, I one of the ways I would describe Daisy is thicker than a Snicker, and ain't that a good thing? You know what I'm saying? You're eating Milano cookies. Sorry. Promise I'm not sick or contagious. I had a cold like 3 weeks ago, and my body has held on to the cough. Thick thighs do save lives. Mer. By the way, hi. I love you. I'm glad to see you're here. Hope you're doing okay. I like my men with washboard abs and my women thick. Good for you. Good for you. Cozy, baby. All right. Shareable bites. Mini corn dogs with honey mustard. Do we get a Daisy reveal? No. Sadly, for safety, no Daisy reveal. Mini corn dogs with honey mustard. Fried cheese curds with bacon salt, marinara sauce, and habanero ranch. Pimento deviled eggs with pork crackling and hot sauce. Spinach artichoke dip. Crispy coconut shrimp. Chili cheese fries. Sweet potato fries. House cut fries. And you can make these either salt and vinegar. They have like salt and vinegar dust. Truffle fries or garlic parmesan fries. And then they also have loaded totchos, which is like nachos but with tater tots. They also have small plates, including a burrata with pistachio pesto. Pistachio pesto, tomato basil, aged balsamic, and toast, Levant toast. They have lemon pepper wings, garlic parmesan wings, bourbon barbecue wings, and regular buffalo wings. They have burger sliders, corned beef empanadas, and Mexican street corn empanadas. These are the appetizers. What do we think? My entire dorm room is covered in bunnies. I have an obsession. She lives with me because I can have her because of disability, and she likes to lick my pillow and bunny plushie. It's so cute. Do you think you two will evolve into more than FWB? I'm pretty happy with where things are right now. I think I'd like to keep it like this. My type of super would never beat me up. Mini corn dog says lemon. Their thighs. Jenny says mini corn dogs crush me. Yeah, I mean, okay, fair enough. Z says sweet potato fries. Mick says garlic parmesan fries. Giselle likes the loaded tachos. Jen says, I hate tater tots like you hate Hershey syrup. Wow, that's bold. That is bold. Fair though. Deviled egg says tax. Sweet corn empanadas says Z. User 52 is home from the grocery store, so I'm 100% here mostly. Gotcha. Honeybee loves burrata. Jared Bear likes deviled egg. Jenny says we have burrata all the time, but it does sound delicious. That is true. Deviled egg says Maxie. Did Lily answer if she still has her necklace? I did answer I do still have it. I just haven't worn it in a while. I should though. What type of restaurant are you in? I'm in a gastropub. So we're deciding on appetizer. So let's do a poll, user 52. Egg tots are so good. I like them loaded from Sonic. All right. Number 1, mini corn dogs. Option number 1, mini corn dogs. Option number 2, Totchos, which is like nachos but with tater tots. Option 3, deviled eggs. And option 4, fried cheese curds. We do burrata a lot, so we're gonna put that out. Wings I'm not in the mood for. And we had the Mexican street corn empanadas. We were here last time, so we're gonna do those. Did I get those? Mini corn dogs, Totchos, deviled eggs, and cheese curds. There we go. Go ahead and vote. Tina's all for a corn dog. Y'all excited about corn dogs? I don't know. Nachos. Well, it's not nachos with tater. Oh my God, user 52. That is a heck of a typo. It's not nachos with tater tots. It is the tater tots are in place of the chips. So it's like loaded tots, basically. It wasn't a typo. Got it. I guess I should have known that. I hope you claim your. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, bad. Don't worry. Tater. I mean, sounds fun. I know, but someone might not know what tachos are. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Mini corn dogs winning by exactly one vote. Love anything with a potato. Fair enough. Deviled eggs with 5 votes. 1 person for fried cheese curds. That's crazy. Y'all has anyone, for those of you who didn't vote for fried cheese curds, have you ever had fried cheese curds? They're so good. And you can't get them anywhere. All right, tater tots winning. As soon as the person comes out, I'm just gonna pick the one that's got the most votes. Corn dogs taking a little bit of a back seat here. I would have thought that y'all would have gone for the corn dogs based on the comments, or maybe it was like a silent minority or a vocal minority. Can we re-vote for top 2? I think we can do that. All right, user 52, let's go ahead and end this poll if you can. We'll go corn dogs v. Totchos. How's that? Y'all want her to spill. Totchos has how you get spills, maybe. You can't have cheese curds, I'm sorry. Is it a lactose thing? I mean, if you want cheese curds, go skip them. Oh, no, it's fine. I'm down for mini corn dogs too. You're the lone cheese curd vote. God, I took my cough medicine earlier. Clearly it's not good enough. Been allergic to dairy since I was a baby. Oh, poor thing. All right, it's corn dogs via Totchos. Square up. What's it gonna be? Corn dogs in the early lead, but anything could happen. Second vote. Love a good cheese curd. I do too. I mean, I went to college in Minnesota, Minneapolis, and I hadn't had a fried cheese curd until I got there, and it's good. It's like an upgraded mozzarella stick. Wow, this is close. It's 48% to 52%. God. Again. All right, everybody. While y'all are voting, oh, it's dead heat. It's a dead heat. Did we do Totchos last time? Did we do Totchos last time? Am I crazy? Because if we did Totchos last time, we can do mini corn dogs this time. Oh, they won. Okay, well, yeah, we're getting the split votes. Because I think it was close enough that we could. Corn dogs pulling ahead. I'm not trying to put my thumb on the scale here. I'll go with whatever. I can't find good poutine. You know, the crazy thing is, this place... Oh wait, did they take poutine off? They had poutine before, but it's on their happy hour menu. But I don't even see it here anymore. I guess they no longer do poutine. They had good poutine. Poutine, by the way, fries, cheese curds, and gravy. So good. I just cleaned my shower of all the hair dye. It be stained. It does happen. I think we did the eggs last time. Okay, that sounds right. Never had poutine, but I think I'd love it. It's hard not to. I mean, it's just like, it's so good. Wow, this is so close, 50-50. 15 votes to 15 votes. For those of you who are not usually one to engage or like vote, now would be the time to make your voice heard. Wow, never mind. Both. Okay, how about this? We can go through, we'll start with the Totchos. And if we go through all of the mains and we don't find anything we like, we can order the other one, and that can be our like, we can go like dual appetizer, okay? How's that sound? Poutine is too heavy for you, but you like the first two fries of poutine. Fair. Poutine is good. I get it anywhere I can now. Yeah. That's a Lily Picks. Freaking love you, Lily. I'm gonna head out. Okay, see you, Tatiana. All right. Between the tortillas, so they have their special today is the carnitas tortilla, or carnitas quesadilla. They have grilled mahi tacos. I had those yesterday. I had Mexican food yesterday, so I'm gonna skip over those. They have salads, spinach salad, Caesar salad, Cobb salad. I do love a Cobb salad. That has like tomato, blue cheese, avocado, bacon, soft-boiled egg, honey lemon, vinaigrette, I should say. Turkey taco salad, arugula salad, Chinese chicken salad. What's that song? The Chinese chicken. What song is that? It's like a ska song. Right? Coconut shrimp salad. And then we have sandwiches. They have a burger, crispy chicken sandwich, which I love here. It's good. I think we did that last time. A cheesesteak sandwich with secret sauce, mushrooms, bell peppers, onions, provolone, cheese on garlic toast with, of course, steak. A Reuben sandwich with sauerkraut, secret sauce, Gruyere cheese on grilled rye bread. Turkey club sandwich, a grilled margarita sandwich. It's like cheese and tomatoes. Then they have mac and cheese, breaded chicken cutlet, grilled chicken, fish and chips, grilled salmon, braised beef, and a New York 10-ounce steak. What do we think? Vienna, that's it. You want fried stuff, not salad. Okay. Honeybee says a French Caesar. You know. Honeybee knows about the French Caesar, where we get a Caesar salad and fries on the side and mix them together. Chicken sandwich, says Jens. You've eaten here before? Oh, braised beef ribs are to die for. Oh, interesting. I'm not in the mood for ribs today, but maybe next time. Yummy cheesesteak. All right. So user 52, let's go ahead and do another poll where we say, I think we're going to do the Totchos first. So for the main, we can either do the mini corn dogs. What's up, lawnmower? Mini corn dogs. The crispy chicken sandwich. Mini corn dogs, crispy chicken sandwich, even though we did it last time. The other ones. Wasn't there another one we were considering? Oh, the cheesesteak. Is there anything else? Anything else that stuck out? Or French Caesar, which is Caesar salad plus French fries. So 4 things. Mini corn dogs, chicken sandwich, French Caesar, and cheesesteak. Those are the 4. And y'all can vote. So you have the option to bring in the appetizer as the main. Sound good? My birthday was good. Thank you for asking, Allie. The day itself was very chill, but beyond that, it was oh my god, am I really doing all the, hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Can't believe it. I'm gonna sit up a little bit. I'm relaxing today, just lying back in my chair. Oh, some pebbles just fell. The family lawnmower. Have y'all seen, what's that, Lawnmower Man? Isn't that like a crazy 90s movie or something? Where they like go inside the internet? Am I remembering that correctly? Maybe. Did I have any dessert for my birthday? I did. What did I have? I had cookies. I had sweet cornbread. The cookies were the main thing. My mom gifted me cookies. There's these really good cookies I like that are near me, and she got some and had me go pick them up. She also got me a sandwich, which is nice. Movie in the nights, gotcha. Dang, wish I could finish. I have class in 15 minutes. See you, Mix. Lawnmower Man had some of the worst looking CGI. Yeah, they're like traveling through the internet in a weird way. right? Am I crazy? That was a wild movie. Okay, so the poll is up for the main cheesesteak with 14 votes. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. Crispy chicken sandwich in the far second place with only 6 votes. Mini corn dogs losing handily to cheesesteak. Okay, cheesesteak it is. So we're gonna start with the Totchos and then go to a cheesesteak sandwich. Talk about a greasy lunch. Y'all trying to fluff me up, huh? Trying to get me fluffier. Oh, it's fine. No, it's fine. I can't promise I'm gonna finish everything, but I'll do my best. All right, I believe it is time for me to sing a song. The song goes, do you have tea? Do you have tea? Do you have some tea to share with me? Share with me. Do you have tea? Will you share tea? Will you share the tea with me and stream today? How's that? Look, the theme song is different every day. What we're doing now is the Spill the Tea segment of the stream, okay? It's an important segment. It is the part of the stream in which, if you have any tea, and let me define tea. Tea can be gossip. It can be gossip about you. It can be gossip about someone you know. It can be gossip about something in your town, right? Like, my boyfriend did this to me and I'm mad. Or my friend's boyfriend, or my partner's whatever. Or someone at my work did blah, blah, blah. Or, you know, the mayor of my town wears underwear on his head. Like, gossip, okay? Tea can also be other things. For example, it can be asking for advice, right? Like, if you're in a relationship and you want to talk about some things, whatever you want, you can ask advice to me and the chat. If you have, I'm a mayor and I wear underwear and my head is a uniform. Wow, that's some hot tea. It can also be like a confession, right? Dear Lily, I'm writing in anonymously to let you know that when I was, 20 years old, I did blah, 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 and I regret it to this day, or I'm embarrassed to think about it, things like that, okay? It is tea time. Now, if you don't want to spill the tea with your username attached to it, you can submit questions anonymously. User52 can pin the link, and I will read it here on the stream. I haven't been looking at the link submission yet. Oh, wow. Go through the most recent ones, and we can come up to the most recent one. We read those yesterday, or last stream. Is this today? Maybe. Okay, this is an interesting one. Okay. I don't even know what to think about this. All right, this anonymous question via the forum. My husband and I did backdoor activities. We're on the same page. And we talked about it after, and he said, yeah, he was so tight. H-E. When this is a woman writing. And I corrected him and said she, right? Because it was mine, right? The wife. The husband responds, no, it's a he. And I said, that part of me is connected to my body and I'm a she. But then he changed the subject. Is he gay? Lovelies? Anyone want to weigh in on this one? Did we all understand that? Did I read it well enough? Lawnmower says, I'm saving my money for electrolysis. Feeling proud of myself. Good for you. It's expensive. It is expensive. Can you read it again? Yeah, okay. I'll give you the basic gist. The person writing in was a woman, a wife. Her and her husband did backdoor activities. And after the fact, he commented to her that, quote, he felt good. And the wife says, not he, she, because I'm a she. And the guy says, no, he. And the wife wants to know, does that mean the husband's gay? A very loaded question. Amber says, sounded like he wanted to pretend it was not a woman. That is kind of how it strikes me right off the bat. I don't know. I hope not either, Stunlock. Kate says maybe. LMG says that's loaded. Yeah. Desiree says, I mean, you can like the wine and not care about the label. Yes, but he was so insistent about the pronoun of it. Kamek says, okay, so this is some separate tea real quick. Once my beta fish was missing, I accused everyone of flushing it. Nobody fessed up, so I investigated the crime scene deeper. Saw water droplets outside the bowl. The beta fish jumped out of the bowl and was behind the desk. I panicked and vacuumed it. No, told my mom. Made me take it out of the vacuum. That's so sad. No. And you put that secret in a magic show and it got pulled to read. Oh, that's just bad on a lot of levels. I'm sorry. But that is exactly the kind of tea we're looking for. Janice says it doesn't mean he's gay. Maybe bi. Maybe fantasizing about being with a man. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like on a certain level, he was thinking about it as a man's thing. But yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean he's not attracted to you, though. Cozy said, that reminds me of when my ex told me I looked like a little boy from behind and then I dumped him. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's fair. Yeah, bi and pan people exist. I agree. I don't know if that's necessarily what pops into my head when I hear how insistent he was on the pronoun. But I hear you. Murr says, it's not tea yet, but it will be. The wife cut off her Trump-loving uncle and aunt. Good for her. I'm going to circle back to this mostly in a couple weeks when they figured it out. I'll keep y'all updated. Okay, please do. Ugh, that's got to be tough. Is the tea giver in the chat? I don't know. Has to be a fantasy with a man. Yeah, maybe. Could be a chaser too. What do you mean by that? I don't know if the woman is trans necessarily. Me personally, if my husband enjoyed that, I don't think I could be with him. Enjoyed what specifically? Like that kind of activity, period? Actor activities, fantasizing about people of the same gender do not make you gay. Trust me, I agree. We're on the same page, Desiree. That is not what I'm implying at all. What I'm saying is that the insistence on the pronoun after the wife corrected him is loaded beyond it just meaning that, oh, well, is he gay or bi? You know, there's more going on there, right? Chasers exist. Yes, but like, is this woman trans? I don't even know if she's trans. I'm so glad I'm single. People can be so weird, yeah. I guess I wouldn't be okay with my spouse fantasizing about someone else. Yeah, that's also important to consider. Does liking the same gender not inherently mean you're gay? What Desiree is saying is that, like, you could be bi or pan, right? Like, yes, they could be fantasizing about a certain thing, and that wouldn't necessarily make them gay. True, but there's more. There's something more subtle happening. Daniel says back to our activities. Period. It would make me uncomfortable. As is your right. Everyone fantasizes about other people. Yes. Donkey and Onion has layers. Okay, hold on. While we're discussing this in the chat, I'm going to keep going through the anonymous questions. Someone said, would it make you uncomfortable if a cis man who is not trans uses the women's bathroom? I mean, you know, in the case where the men's bathroom is out of order, no, it's fine. Who cares? As long as they're not doing anything devious, I literally couldn't care less. Okay. Someone Someone's saying I'm actively ignoring them. I'm sorry if I don't think I'm actively ignoring anyone. I'm trying not to. I always try not to, but I try to read every comment. Maybe it's getting please keep talking. I will read your chats. Okay. So an update from the person. They said, I will be crushed if this means he is gay. The other night he called it he again. Well, look, again, as Desiree pointed out, he's not necessarily gay. Like, he might, look, there's a world in which he's straight and there's something else we're not seeing happening, but, you know, it could be bi, it could be pan. These are possibilities. I think the bigger issue is that, not that he could be bi or whatever, is more that he's fantasizing about, while he's with you, he's fantasizing about someone that isn't you. That's more of the issue for me. Like, why can't he appreciate you while he's literally right there? That is there like an attraction issue? That's the question for me. Okay, hold on. Okay, this is new tea. They said, my partner met my mom. Right, my partner met my mom and I around the same time because we all worked together. Okay, so my partner met my mom and I around the same time because we all worked together. He admitted after us dating for a long time that he thought we were the same person for a day or two because we look similar. That's a compliment to you, right? Or is it a compliment to your mom, maybe more? Is that okay? I don't know. Is that offensive? You must look alike. Or maybe your boyfriend or your partner is blind. At least as long as it was only for a day or two. Someone asked what corn dog surgery recovery looks like. Let me catch up with the chat really quick before I talk about that. Role play is a type of fantasizing. Yes, but also it's got to be consensual role play. Right? Girl that's going to the women's bathroom too. Yeah, it's fine. Who cares? Look, there's reasons that a cis man might be in a women's bathroom, and as long as they're not devious, great. Who cares? There's a bathroom. I mean, I'm actually by myself, and I was very loyal to my first girlfriend. I've never fantasized about anyone else. I mean, look, I think fantasies happen. I don't think the issue is that the fantasies are happening. It's that they're happening when you're like specifically doing things with the other partner, like in the heat of the moment. I think there's something telling there. It's one thing if it's like a consensual thing you've agreed on, but it doesn't sound like it is. Thank you, Emerald. How long have I been monogamous? Not maybe the last 6 months to a year-ish. I've been just trending that direction. Messages keep failing to send. Oh, Jenny, do you want to put it in the anonymous question form maybe? And I'll read it there. Honestly, you guys should talk to each other. Yeah, that's my advice. Just talk to him and be like, why do you insist on that? Because it makes me uncomfortable. You know, I would say that. Like, I don't like it when you say that. Can you not? Or tell me why you are so I can understand. Now I want to eat corn dogs. I haven't had them in 1 year. Oh my. Okay, Jenny, here's Jenny's tea. Y'all read Jenny's tea. I'm gonna go and flag down the server and order the food. Yeah, 3 fish. Busy in there. All right. Do we want meat on the Totchos? Hi. Do the Totchos come with meat or?
No. This is the tater tots.
Okay.
It's gonna be salsa, sour cream, salsa, pico de gallo. So
okay. I'll start with just the plain Totchos then.
Yeah, perfect.
And I would like a cheesesteak for my main, please. But you don't have to put that in yet because.
Wait, maybe when I drop the Totchos, then I can start cooking the next one.
Yeah, roughly. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Appreciate it. All right, let's read Jenny's tea. My husband used to have a coworker. Who got pregnant, even though her husband had a vasectomy 2 years prior. 2 years? I can get like a week because there's still a period after a vasectomy which is still possible, but 2 years? We all kind of suspected cheating, but it is technically possible. Okay, it is technically possible for for that to happen rarely. I stand corrected. Jenny says, a year later, we sold our houses to a different male coworker of my husband. A year later, we sold our house to a different male coworker of my husband's. We moved states, but recently another former coworker, I need names for these people, gave us the tea that the female coworker had an affair with the man who bought our house and got pregnant again. So her and her husband got a divorce and they are now living in our old house. Wow. It's a spicy tea. It's spicy. Wow, Jenny, that's good. That's good tea. That's great tea. I don't really have any follow-up questions because you answered all the questions. There's no doubt on what happened. But it's a fun like proximity to you that the cheating couple is now together and living in your old house. That's fun. Thank you for that, Jenny. Appreciate that. Jenna says the problem or disconnect is that some people seem to think that not fantasizing about anyone or anything other than a partner gives some moral superiority. Yeah, definitely not. There's no moral superiority. I think fantasizing is super normal. Totally normal. And even when you're like intimate, like in the moment with that person, I think there's some situations in which it's fine, but there's something else going on, it sounds like, with like the gender of it all that is giving me more pause. Cozy said, I'd almost have dysphoria. My partner insisted on misgendering our intimacy activities, but maybe I'm overthinking it. Yeah, I wouldn't like that if someone said he to me in the moment, like, ugh. Even if it's not about me, but like a body part, no. Yeah. Cute dress, thank you, Kate. So he raised the child that wasn't his for a few years. From Jenny's, that sounds like it, yeah. Jenny said, I would lose my mind if I was that fraction of a percent to get pregnant after a vasectomy and be my luck. Yeah. K-Max says, my husband and I have been together for almost 7 years. Early days, he would jump through my window for extra time with me. Aw. He's the reason my mom bought Ring cameras. That's funny. I like that. Cozy says, maybe this is one. I had to tell my husband to block somebody because they were asking him to dominate him and make him do tasks in every day. They were asking for letters and in-depth things. Ooh. Who was this? How did that even happen? Was it like a coworker or a friend or something? Because that is, yeah, that makes sense. That is definitely crossing a line, I would say. Crossing a line. Could be wrong, but wow. All right. Well, good tea, everybody. Any others? I don't see any other submissions through the forum. So if anyone has anything else that they want to share or confess or discuss, and also if the person who was talking about the husband misgendering your body part wants to give any more details, I would love to hear it because I'm still curious. I want to know more. You know what would be fun is if we did like a Judge Judy type situation where people brought their disputes to us. Wouldn't that be fun? Or we had like someone who made, quote unquote accusation, right? Relationship court. Not like, oh, you stole something from me. Like just relationship. Like somewhere between a courtroom and couples therapy. And maybe we get them on video here. They state the case to the court. I'm the judge, y'all are the jury. That'd be fun. I wear like a judge outfit. That'd be fun. Lawnmower says, see, the reason I don't date anyone anymore is because I grew up with the label that being bi meant I was promiscuous. Promiscuous disease carriers? I could never be loyal? Because of this biphobic stereotype, I hope to never... Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, Family Lawnmower. Can you confirm your age for us, please? I mean, I've not heard that stereotype much before. Maybe I just missed it, but hopefully it's not widespread stereotype today. Hopefully. Cozy says, someone spoke to me, someone he spoke to before. Okay, I'm sorry. Cozy's partner who was talking to someone who was asking him to like dominate him. And this was someone that they were talking before they got hitched. It's weird because it's seemingly normal things like I need to do my laundry and we'll ask for him to make him do it. And he was writing the guy letters. It made me feel weird. It would make me feel weird too. Yeah. Janice says, ultimately, I think they need to have some more communication. Agreed. I agree. Specifically, is this the first time he's ever made comments like this? Has he talked about other men before? Was this just a random Tuesday thing? Apparently, he did it multiple times on different days. I'm digging the music this place is playing. Okay, good. Is the noise canceling on? Okay. 20. Okay, great. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry to hear that, Lawnmower. I'm sorry that you had to deal with that stereotype. Are you in like a conservative area? Jenny says, I know. My husband got one, but I stayed on vasectomy, but I stayed on birth control for a while just to be sure. So afraid because it was around the time of the woman in your story getting pregnant 2 years later. Wow. Ugh, crazy. Now, there is one way to completely get around, and there's no risk of ever getting someone pregnant, and that is to have your cake pops removed. Cannot recommend it enough. Just saying. No risk. 0%. Regina says, I also had that stereotype when I was in high school for being bi. Interesting. Disease carrying? Like, I've heard about the promiscuous thing, but never heard of disease carrying as a part of it. Daisy says, as a bi woman, the stereotype is true. Sadly, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. It's really, really unfortunate. Cozy says, can confirm it's a thing. I had girls tell me they only dated gay women because bi people aren't reliable or loyal. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. Ugh. Out with the stereotype. All right, a couple more submissions. All right, brand new tier. Here we go. They said, Anonymous says, my partner's best friend was married, found out his wife had been cheating, so they got a divorce. Okay, so partner's best friend is married, finds out the wife's cheating, they get a divorce, and it was messy. But during the divorce, they found out she was pregnant, so they had to have a DNA test to figure out who the baby daddy was. Ooh, sounds like an episode of Maury. The wife refused to do it while she was pregnant. Okay, so after she had the baby, they did a DNA test and found out it was the husband's. So now they co-parent, but she's with the guy she cheated with, and he's super old and rich. Oh, okay. So the wife was cheating with a super old and rich guy, and they're co-parenting, but they still got divorced, and she's co-parenting, but divorced from the partner's friend. Ugh. Oh my god. It would be easier if the baby was the other guy's, right? That's good tea, though. It's good tea. Okay. Hold on. This is clarity from the misgendering of body parts person. They said, I am the wife and I am cisgender. Okay, so cisgender woman. We were asking if that was the case. And she says, all I can keep role playing is he was so tight. There's just something that doesn't sit with me right there. I don't necessarily think it means that your husband is gay, but the insistence on it being he, not just right after the fact, but on a different day, did it again. Again, like, if your partner ends up being bi, that's fine. That doesn't mean that you can't be together, because it shows you, right? Bi people, there's always going to be, if you're in a marriage, there's always going to be someone, gender that they're not married to, right? So, and also, if he was fantasizing about someone else, that's also not the end of the world, because again, people do fantasize. But the real question is, why is he imposing a pronoun on you that you are clearly uncomfortable with and insisting on it? That doesn't scream bi to me, right? Because if you were bi or pan, then it wouldn't matter what gender, what pronoun your body part is, because they like it all. But they're insisting on a different. It's just there's something there. All right. Let's go back to the chat and see what y'all are saying. Stereotype that started back in the 80s. Ugh. Unfortunate. That stereotype is gross. I know a lot of people in the 80s and early 2000s believe promiscuity equals STDs. I mean, yeah, as long as you're safe, it's not the case. Regina said, I had a lot of girls in my high school that identified as bi just to be more attractive to men. Ew. That was messy, Hotsy, I agree. User52 says, I dated someone in high school who everyone thought was gay, but he's bi. Everyone thought I was gross for dating him. Aww. It's sad. That was the rhetoric back then. I hope this is not as common now. So I hope so. I hope not either. I hope it's not the rhetoric. Yeah. There are also people who thought you couldn't get pregnant unless you crossed the finish line. Ooh. Yeah, hate to break it to you, but that ain't the case. I feel like he kind of wants her to ask about the pronoun of it all. I mean, he is definitely setting the stage. Did you ask to the person who's... I think you're probably still watching. I think that might be the case, because like, if you say it out loud and insist on it, you are kind of saying like, don't you want to ask me why? Don't you want to ask me why? You should ask why. Maybe afraid of the direct conversation. Maybe. That could be the case too. Keep getting that feeling he's throwing feelers out. But what are the feelers? Like admitting something? I don't know. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
You enjoy it for now, yeah?
All good. Appreciate it. Thank you. There's also people who don't think you can get pregnant if you do it standing up. Also false. Someone told me in middle school I can't be in the hot tub with my cousin because it's blank. Weird. Not true. Lawnmower says, I don't know, I feel mentally scarred. I develop more joy out of spending time with someone by playing a game, going out, talking than I do being physically intimate. I'm attracted, but the blank repulses me. Well, Family Lawnmower, have you considered that you might be ace? Because just that out of context screams ace to me, which is fine. People really thought the hot tub would just blank you. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Has the food come yet? Speaking of, we got Totchos. Loaded Totchos. I mean, it's really just like loaded tots, but they call them Totchos because they have like a guac dressing, like a tomatillo guac dressing. Pretty good. Oh God, don't get into soaking. So, can you all see it if it's just sitting here? Here, actually, I can answer that question for myself. I can answer that question for myself. Oh, I can just angle the camera down a little bit more. You can still see me just fine, right? Is this a good angle? You can see the food completely. All right. Sorry. I'll remember my cough drops next time, I promise. Yeah, look into being ace. Like, there are a lot of ace people out there. What is ace? Asexual? It means that, like, you don't experience a physical attraction or have, like, a want for physical intimacy as much as a non-ace person. Doesn't mean you completely no touching or anything. So it's a spectrum. Ace people can want, like, no touching, no physical intimacy ever, or just, like, less. But yeah, look it up. And then the counterpart to ace is aromantic, which is the same thing, just like not interested in romantic connections in that way. Yeah, sounds like you might be. I mean, look, you're the only one who could decide, but like that paragraph you sent screams ace to me. Do ace people still ready? They're okay. I need a slightly different. I need to know. I could try to guess what that means, Cozy, but take another stab at that, because I'm not exactly sure what you're getting at. Regina says, I thought I was ace for a bit, but I align more with demi. Also totally fair. Demi means, for those of you who don't know, means that you just take a little bit more time than your average person to like be comfortable with intimacy with a specific person. You know, or to reach their pinnacle. Do ace people still reach their pinnacle? They certainly can. Again, ace is a spectrum where, you know, you can, like, I dated an ace person for a while actually, and there are certain times where they wanted intimacy and I didn't. But that's not all ace people. Some ace people are like, none of it at all, please, and some are, I want lots, but it just kind of works different for me. It just depends. Yeah. Yes, exactly, Cozy. Lily, I was today years old when I realized I can zoom in. I'm glad you feel that. I don't like romance in my ace. That would be considered more aromantic as opposed to ace. But, you know, we'll look into it. Aromantic is commonly referred to, abbreviated as ARO, A-R-O. And aces, they're like different, but they're, you know, kind of get lumped together as like two halves of either. You know what I'm saying? I get the phrase from Bridgerton. I see. Romance and physical intimacy are mutually exclusive. Yeah. Oh, good. It does sound cool. What am I eating? I think maybe you're asking. These are loaded tater tots. They're good. Got a little spice to them. I'm gonna add some hot sauce. Also, now we're officially on for the Will I Spill section of the stream. And tachos are pretty messy. I've got my napkin. I'm doing my best. Yes, these are loaded tachos. Basically just loaded tots. Tater tots with sour cream, cheese, or like a tomatillo salsa situation, tomatoes, or I guess pico maybe. Yeah. This is an appetizer. All right, Knots. I believe the fifth. This is the appetizer. I need a seafood boil. Oh, bib. Yeah. I think a lot of people would consider that cheating for the Will I Spill game. You mean taco nachos? What do you mean by that? No, really good. I can't believe we're doing this and a cheesesteak. This is gonna be crazy. I'm already tired today. When I get home and lie down on my couch, I'm going to be, a literal couch potato because I'm eating a lot of potatoes right now. Oh, cool. It's also homemade hot sauce. This is very good. It's not a terribly hard thing to do, loaded tots, but they're doing it well. Homemade hot sauce is fire, I agree. Right, is that it for the tea? One more? Oh, okay. One more update from the misgendering of body parts. The wife, cis woman, said, I asked my husband why he said he. And he said, because it's a he there. I'll read it one more time. This woman asked the husband why he said he. He said, because it's a he there. Even though she is a she, that one body part is a he. Yeah, there's something there. That's also like a very avoidant way of answering the question. I might be a little bit more direct or a little bit broader of like, why is it a he? Is it because you wish I was a guy? Because that's the case, we have an issue. If you're not attracted to me as a woman, are you attracted to me as a woman, right? Took one of the bathrooms for the hotel I stayed at. It's so comfy, nice. Did they charge you for it? Oh, also this camera is way too low. Way too low. How about this? Better. Did they charge you? Was it Marriott? I've always wanted to take them. Yeah. Yes, Cozy. Yes. It was her blank. Best Western, and no, they didn't. Yes. Are the plants real? Yes. What camera am I using? It's an iPhone Pro 17 Pro Max. Yeah, I just think, like, who cares if your partner is, queer and realizing it? What matters is if they wish you were someone else. That matters. That's the problem. It's even fine if they're fantasizing with you, as long as they're fantasizing about other people, as long as they're still like also fantasizing about you. In my mind, at least. I know not everyone would be okay with that, but in my mind it would be. But like, come on. Maybe it just associates blank with gay men. I mean, maybe. But it sounds like it goes a little deeper than that. Here's a question. That particular activity, but did he push for it? Did he seem to be like enjoying himself more than usual? Like, was it like this is so much better than, this is not like a 100%, definitely means he's gay or whatever, but was it something he was like trying to get you to do for a long time? When you finally did it, it was like, thank God kind of thing? I wonder. They're good. They're really good tater tots. Okay. Wow. We had some really good tea today. Okay. We have an answer from the person. How do I say this appropriately? Let's just say that the husband crossed the finish line in about 30 seconds. In other places, it takes a lot longer. Again, this is not a 100%, foolproof question to ask, but because people have their preferences, but there's just something there where it's like, clearly he'd enjoyed it way more. Insisted on it being a he. Multiple times, without explanation. How's your relationship otherwise is another question. Is he a good partner? Does he dote on you? What kind of attention does he pay? Gaslit. Yeah, you got the link. My flabber's orgastic. It's very different. Some people prefer it and they're still straight. I agree, Caitlin. Trust me, that's not what I'm saying. That some people, just preferring it makes you gay. Certainly not. But when you combine that with the insistence on it being a he, you start seeing a bigger picture. To be fair, my hubby would. Also fair, honey. Also fair. I think you could absolutely prefer it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you combine that information with the other information we have, thanks just for future. If I ever have anything anonymous to say, oh, okay, for the link. She's the only person I watch on this app, so thank you. Oh, well, I'm glad you're here, Amy. Yeah, it's just a separate link. Looking at a search history, maybe, yeah. Pun intended. It is. Or maybe it's his way of trying to come out and say he's had an affair with a man. Oh. That I might be a bit of a jump. I don't know if there's evidence to suggest infidelity. What's up, JG Swift? How you doing? I'm just gonna keep monitoring this inbox. If they have anything else to add. Because it would just make me feel bad if someone called me a part of my body he. I would hate that. It's already bad enough with the part I got. It is a perplexing situation. Because taken individually, a lot of the things that are happening are normal. Really what it is, there's one piece of information, which is the insisted misgendering, that makes all of the other pieces of evidence much different in context. Like, it's fine to have a preferred location. It's fine to fantasize about other people in a relationship. I guess that, for me, not for everyone, but some people would say that's fine. But when you lump it in with this little twist, things change. Better than Housewives, yeah. Galen wouldn't like that either, yeah. You get called he all the dang time. I don't look anything like what I used to. I mean, can I ask what your pronouns are, Maxie? And do you dislike when that happens? I mean, I'm assuming you don't like when that happens, or... What's up, David? Hello, David. Ooh, is that a Power Ranger? Oh, heck yeah. I love the Power Ranger. That's a Power Ranger lightning bolt, I think. Was I just watching Power Rangers last night? I was doing something with Power Rangers. Yeah, I got served some Power Ranger stuff last night. She heard. Gotcha. Okay, so you hate being called he? Yeah. Getting misgendered stings. Like, it's not fun. What's up, David? How you doing? How you doing? Weather? Oh, okay, so it's a weather thing. Cool. Because you don't look like a man at all. Yeah. All right, we got another one. I wonder if this is from the person. Oh, we got two new things. Someone said, okay, so update from the same person. They said that separate from this, he's a great partner. This is why this has thrown me off. He sent me a text an hour ago saying can't wait to feel him again. And that's why I had to vent. But that's just like everything else aside, that's just inconsiderate, because it sounds like you've pretty clearly voiced that you said specifically, I don't like it when you do that. Please don't, because if you haven't, you should. But I thought that what you said before that you had. I think that it should be a blanket rule, unless stated otherwise, that your pronouns apply to all other parts of your body. Because we are our body parts. Like, this hand is an extension of me. It's not like at the wrist I cease to be she, her, and begin to be he, him. Doesn't make any sense. Oh. Okay. Someone sent a message. I want to make sure I phrase this sensitively. We needed to say this out loud. Someone said, just need to feel like you just say this out loud. Someone said that they are going through a, I have to say this word without, it's an upsetting thing. So if you just like plug your ears for 10 seconds, if you have any triggers around kids. 3, 2, 1. They said, I'm currently going through a miscarriage, no real tea. However, I was in the process of getting meds for an abortion when I discovered I was already miscarrying. Just feel like I need to say it out loud. Hey, I'm so sorry to hear that, my friend. And I hope it is even like 1% helpful that, you know, you could say that out loud. That's awful. I'm sorry. I'm sending you love. And then this is someone else. I think someone is just commenting on the other situation, the misgendering situation. If you have like comments on it, put it in the chat. Like the anonymous questions are not for commentary; they are for tea specifically. I said I would hate to mention it, but also say it's safer to be mistaken for a man sometimes. Is that insensitive? The world is scary for women. I mean, it depends on where you are. I'm not sure. All right. Let me get back in the comments. She has to shut it down if she's uncomfortable. Yeah, you gotta shut him down. If he's a good partner, he'll understand. You just gotta shut him down. You gotta tell him you don't like that and ask why he's doing it. Yeah. What the helly? That's so weird. Yeah. They just hear my voice isn't frou-frou and super high pitched, and they're like, "Whoop, that a man." I hear you. Do a quick recap. Sorry. Yeah, basically the husband is personifying one of her body parts as a he. And like not backing down on it. She doesn't like it. Your kid is wearing an inflatable shark suit. Wow. I'm sorry, Amy. It's awful. Sending you love, my friend. Does that cough with my chest? I guess. I don't know. Typically this happens when I have a cold, is that the cough will linger. But does it sound bad enough for me to go in to get seen? I don't think so. Oh, I have Mucinex. And I haven't been drinking enough water today, so. I took Mucinex this morning. But I did not bring my cough drops, so. Okay, I am realizing that I do not want a cheesesteak anymore. My body is telling me, girl, you good. Yeah, Amber, I think that was the case this morning. I did not drink enough water with it at all. Not even close. Speaking of. I think I need to cancel the cheesesteak, or maybe just bring it home for later. No, I already have food. Let me see if I'm gonna real quick go and see if it's already being made. Give me a sec. Because those tots were insanely filled. And I couldn't risk letting it blank and making it a, yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry, girl. Hello, Mocha. Most devastating thing ever. It's too early to see the baby. I'm so sorry you're going through that. We're here for venting and talking. Yes, indeed we are. We take care of each other here. Okay. This is a question I'm not a huge fan of, but I will read it. Also, I'm going to open a few more freebies because this pack was this box was also a gift from someone. So we're going to go on a little mini gay cow hunt. Also, has anyone seen Frankie today? Where's our Frankie? All right, this person, another anonymous question says, if a person who presents as a man with a full beard, quote unquote male clothing, sounds, talks, acts masculine, but insists on being called she, her, and going into a women's bathroom, do you think that's okay? Where is the line drawn from a male saying he's female and passing into women's spaces? I mean, look, I think the picture that you're painting is, and I mean this at no disrespect to you, is a bit of a conservative fantasy, right? What it reminds me of, there's this movie, I forget what it's called. I never saw it. But it's like a movie that's made by like Ben Shapiro's company or something, and it's about these guys, these cisgender men, who, in order to like win a sports tournament of some kind, maybe it's like dodgeball or something, they pretend to be women by exploiting the system that allows transgender women to compete in sports, and it's like a parody of trans women, right? I'm not saying there aren't trans women out there who don't have beards, because there are, right? But the fact of the matter is that, like, it's not going to be every day that you see a transgender woman in the bathroom, period, right? Statistically, when you walk into a bathroom, there's probably not going to be a transgender woman in there. if there is a transgender woman, statistically, right, and just, from the transgender women I know, it's highly unlikely that that transgender woman is going to be so early in her transition that she hasn't got new clothes yet, has a beard, etc., etc. But even if it is the case, which is such an astronomically low probability, chances are that trans woman wouldn't feel comfortable going into a bathroom in the first place. Because I know that it took me maybe a year and a half before I looked a certain way where I was comfortable enough to go into a women's bathroom. So what you're really describing is a statistical improbability. But all that said, even if, like, the astronomically small chance that a trans woman who was super early in her transition decided just to use a women's bathroom, okay, who cares? Let them do it. I mean, if anyone's causing trouble in a bathroom, be they cis or trans or whatever, then that's an issue. But that is not something that that's not something that happens, right? If it's a man going into the bathroom for whatever reason, right? Like a girl dad going into the bathroom who might have a beard and all these things. Flora, by the way, we're looking for the gay cow in these packs. Then it doesn't bother you, right? Why would it bother you? They have like a young daughter and bring her into the bathroom. What's wrong with that? We're just there to pee. Like, bathrooms, for some reason, are gendered. They don't need to be. The only reason that it's an issue is because they're gendered. We don't need them to be gendered. Bathrooms could just be the bathroom and everyone uses them. That's not the issue, because we don't use the bathroom to assault people. We use it to use the bathroom. So, like, again, the picture you're painting is not one that really happens. But even if it did, who cares? Who cares? Let me check in on the chat. There's a little bit of an update. Or there's another person who submitted. Did we find the gay cow last time? We found, not really. We found the legendary version, but really we're looking for the enchanted version of the gay cow. And we just got a gift, which I will read in just a second once we finish this pack. Oh, snap! Enchanted! Holy crap, that's enchanted! Whoa! Whoa, y'all, look at this! Oh. Look at this! Whoa! It's not the gay cow, but it is our first enchanted from the set. Can someone look up Snow White Fair-Hearted, the enchanted one? See what that's worth? Oh, that's so cool. I'm gonna dab when I cough now. Oh no, wrong hand. I just coughed directly into the microphone and I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I need to drink more water. Look at that, everybody. And thank you, Emerald, for the 100 bits. That brings us 800. Oh, Emerald for 200 bits. That brings us 700 away from the next pack. And we have another gift chat, or in my inbox, which I'll read in just a second. Look at that. Heck yes, that's our first enchanted in a while, and that's a great enchanted. That's a great enchanted. Throw some gas tanks out for Emerald, and throw some gas tanks out for... Oh my god. How did I miss that? How did I miss that? Like, oh my god, a second. Oh my god, I feel like such a dummy. I must have been looking away. Okay, first, before anything, this was 12 minutes ago. Oh my gosh. Someone sent a late birthday gift. This is Buddy the Elf, who every once in a while will drop in. Their username is Buddy the Elf. They sent $100 and said, this is a late birthday dinner gift with a heart emoji. Y'all throw some love out for Buddy the Elf. Something I've been doing lately is any gift over $50. And I have some 80s new wave to dance to, so I'm going to do that. Move the chair. Video. Thank you for the birthday gift, my friend. Thank you for the birthday. This is me moonwalking. Moonwalking forward. Is it moonwalking if you go forward? This is me doing the robot with the limited mobility I have in my arm. Thank you, my friend. And on a more serious note, forward here. These gifts are the lifeblood of the stream. Yes, it's a birthday gift. Yes, that is 6 packs. We'll call it 6. And we can look for, yes, this one, for the gay cow. Or you know what? How about we go 3 and 3? These gifts keep the stream going. I freaking love my job. I have the coolest job in the entire world. I am not joking. I guess that's obvious. I get to wake up every day, go to a restaurant, and hang out with people that I love, people that make me happy. In a city where I don't have that many in real life friends. I have a couple, but y'all are my social life. Y'all are my love. You are my reason to wake up, and I love doing this job, and I'm gonna keep doing it as long as you allow me to. Y'all give me the privilege to do this. Really, because you don't get paid just for showing up. As much as I wish that were the case, because I know this stream means a lot to a lot of people, myself included. So for the people who have the ability to gift, like Buddy the Elf and several others, you are gifting not just to me, but to everyone else who loves the stream and finds meaning in the stream and has friends and met a lot of their friends here. We are a real community. So thank you, Buddy the Elf. Appreciate you. We're gonna open 6 packs in your honor of Disney cards. Insane. And sorry it took me so long to see that. I don't know why I missed it. Another gift came through. This is from Cher. C-H-E-R, Cher. Cher just sent $15 for another pack. And I do believe they want us to go gay cow. The message is, I think, mostly just for me to read. It's very sweet. Thank you, Cher. They want to go gay cow. So we'll set these aside for Cher. Cher, like I said, hi. Remind me. So there's the chocolate one.
Yeah, the banana cake or a apple crisp.
What's your favorite?
The apple crisp.
I'll do it.
Yeah, what is?
Thank you. Cher, you're the best. Thank you for giving me the privilege and giving us the privilege of happiness. It is not often that you see a tight-knit community like this, because we are a small community. You know, I'm not making the big bucks. That's why gifts like this make such a big difference. I'm not like one of those streamers. Like, yes, I go out for food, right? And I think one criticism I often get is like, well, how do you afford all this food? And it's like, it's a big overhead cost to doing this. How do you live in San Francisco? It's like, well, again, it's a big overhead cost. I feel safe in San Francisco, though. That's why I live here. So it's cool. It's a cool thing to do. I'd be happy if for the rest of my life, I'm just doing this, making videos, hanging out. I don't need to be rich. Be rich with love and friends and food. So thank you, Cher, and thank you, Buddy the Elf. We're gonna open a whole bunch. Oh my gosh, y'all are so nice. Okay, I think I can say this person. Yeah, I can. This is from Caitlin. We love Caitlin. Caitlin, who I believe just dyed her hair, right? Yes, because you just washed all the dye out of the bathtub. Caitlin gifted $9, which I believe was a specific amount given to close out the last pack. Caitlin, if you have a preference, let me know. Otherwise, I'll take this pack and assign it for you and the others I gifted for that. But thank you. I love you. We love Caitlin. Caitlin, one of the OGs who's been here for a long time. We love Caitlin. Caitlin is a moderator. Caitlin is a great person. Caitlin is a longtime Lily's Lovely, and we're glad to have her. We love Caitlin. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you, Cher. Thank you, Buddy the Elf. And everyone else who's gifted today. Emerald, appreciate you too. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and continue and open these. So this is the freebie. We'll open that later. We'll start with Buddy the Elf's 6 packs, and we'll go from there. Okay, it was $58 ungraded. Heck yeah, that's good. It's like a $60 card. Look at that. Heck yes, that was a great pull. Not gay cow, but pretty good. That would have been that was like the other one that I wanted in this set. Okay, hold on. I know this came through a few minutes ago, but okay, I'm gonna start here. This is from Buddy the Elf. But Lily says, so I still bring my 9-year-old son into the women's bathroom with me when Dad isn't around because I'm just not comfortable sending him into the men's room himself. But I know we're on the line of it not being appropriate. We try to use a family room when available. Yeah, I mean, I think that's fine. I mean, look, the world is crazy and scary, and if I had a 9-year-old, I don't think I'd want to send them anywhere alone. So I think that's a-okay to do. Yes, you go Buddy the Elf. You go Buddy the Elf. Lily, how often do you have physical therapy? I've only had it once, but my physical therapist said that I was healing really well and I might not even need it a second time. Caitlin says you can choose okay. And there you are, Frankie. I was just asking about you a few minutes ago. It's like, I haven't seen Frankie today. Where is our Frankie? We love our Frankie. Yes, we do love our Frankie. Okay, wait, so we're gonna start with the gay cow ones. We're looking for our enchanted gay cow. We already pulled an enchanted today, which is crazy. But we're gonna keep going and look for our enchanted gay cow. We love Ooh, super rare Elsa and a Doc from, whatchamacallit, Seven Dwarfs. Also, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna read, I think a couple more anonymous questions came in, 2 more maybe. Okay, so this is from the person whose partner misgendered their body part. They said, Lily, I think I'm gonna lean into it and see how far my husband takes calling my blank a he. You could do that. If it were me though, because like you said, it is upsetting to you when he misgenders your body part. So leaning in and waiting for him to do it more and more and more, that I wouldn't do that because it's gonna upset you. And it is also like kind of not directly addressing the issue, right? Like if it were me, and again, you do what you want, but I would just sit down with your husband and say, look, this really bothers me when you do it. I want to understand why. Ooh, we got a Clarabelle, not the Clarabelle we're looking for. We're looking for the enchanted Clarabelle. But like, I just need to understand why. Like, please stop doing it. Period, because I don't like it. Right? That should be enough. Another legendary Clarabelle, and we got another happy. I swear to God, this is the second stream in a row we've gotten the legendary gay cow. We're looking for the enchanted gay cow. Not to say that the legendary is bad. I like having it. Trust me. I wish I had more. Wish I could have a whole collection of just these, but that's not what we're looking for. It's taunting us. It's taunting us. All right, this is 3rd of 6 for Buddy the Elf. Well, I think I'm gonna lean. Yeah, so I wouldn't do that if I were you. But again, like, what's the end game? He just does it more and more, and then because you don't want him to feel like he's been. If you really haven't told him it bothers you, and you allow him to do it more and more, it'll probably be upsetting for him at a certain point. Like, why didn't you tell me? I wouldn't have done it. In theory, unless you've already told him you don't like it, and he's still doing it anyways, which is a different problem. Okay, here's an interesting one. Someone says, why do you refuse to admit some men are predators and would pretend to be trans to get to women in vulnerable situations? I'm not refusing that. The ironic thing about this question, the funny thing about this question, is that a lot of the conservative arguments around trans women in bathrooms and trans women in sports is that, well, this is just allowing men to, ooh, that's cool. Remember who you are. It's a fun one, I like that. Insane pulls so far. We even got a legendary gay cat. And in these sets, we're looking for the legendary, or the enchanted Yzma, Tiana, and Baymax. Those are the 3 here. First and foremost, trans women aren't men. Okay, so you say that Ridey refused to admit that some men are predators. A lot of men are predators, period. But that's not trans women, right? Trans women are not men. So, like, is it possible for a man to pretend to be a woman and, to gain access to women in, like, intimate environments? Yeah, totally. But again, your issue isn't with trans women. Your issue is with predatory men. Right? Very different things. Okay, another update on the misgendering of the body part. They said, I told him it's a she, it's a ma'am, not a sir. And he told me, no, that's a he. And I'm scared to lose him. Okay, so actually I take it back. No, you did. Oh my god, another legendary? Buddy the Elf, you just hit us 2 freaking legendaries. This is a legendary I don't have. We also got a fancy Jim Hawkins uncommon. I'll put that back. But look at that. Legendary 2 for Buddy the Elf. I don't know what your deal is, Buddy the Elf, but you are lucky today. You are imparting your luck on us. That is really cool. Oswald the Lucky Rabbit? Heck yes, well done. There's still 2 more to go. Yeah, so you got to make sure he understands you're not joking, right? Like, it's a man, it's a she, not a sir, LOL. Like, he might not get, you got to tell him that it upsets you, right? If he's a good partner, like you say, when you say the words, "it hurts me," that is all he should need to hear. And if that doesn't change his mind, then you have an issue of him just respecting you as a human. Of like, yeah, you shouldn't have, if you say that hurts, they stop doing it immediately, whatever it is. What happened to Kathy from the UK? She's still around. I think she was here on Friday. She's here all the time, actually. Yeah, but what are the actual numbers on that being a thing? You mean on the trend? Yeah. Also, yeah, I failed to say that men pretending to be women, also not like as common as you would think. You know, if you think about it, let's say you're a cisgender man who wants to do something awful and unspeakable to a woman in a bathroom specifically. We got Yokai from somewhere, and then Mr. Litwack. Okay, Big Hero 6 maybe. Let's say you're a cis man who wants to assault someone in a bathroom, a women's bathroom. Why would you go through the effort of transitioning, fake transitioning, changing your name, getting on hormones, getting bottom surgery, top surgery, FFS, telling the world you are who you are, all of these, like, you know, losing friends, family, maybe your job, all these different things you might go through just so that you can walk into a woman's bathroom and assault stuff. Like, why wouldn't you just walk into the bathroom and do it, right? Like, you know what it's not like you get a drop on someone, like a millisecond, maybe, not even really. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Your problem is with the predators. Exactly, Janice. Maxie says, 1, a law that takes rights away from a minority isn't going to stop men from doing it. Yep. And 2, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be just a man in a dress. Yeah, that's not really how that works. It is a conservative, like, fairy tale that, you know, these are like men / men pretending to be women. Your issues with the men, not with the trans women. Which packs are we opening? So we just opened 6 packs that Buddy the Elf sponsored. We, I don't know if you were here when I think I might have said it on TikTok, but y'all, Janice sent this whole pack, and Janice okayed us using these as sponsorship packs as well, which is an additional gift to me and to, you know, my rent every month to be able to do that. So throw some gas tanks out for Janice, everyone. These are not inexpensive cards, so throw some love out. These, and we've also never opened these packs before, never once. They have really cool enchanted cards. We've already opened several. That's huge. We love Janice. Janice is also a Lily's lovely. Thank you. Yes, please. Sorry for the mess. I'll clean it up before I go. Yeah.
Some more ginger beer.
Sure. Yes. And I'll have the check, please. Yeah. Thank you. Don't worry. We're not rushing out of here. We love Janice. Janice is the best. Janice, you know, some would say Janice doesn't even go here, but she does. She actually does. We love Janice. Thank you. And an anonymous person, I don't even know who it is, sent me these in the mail as well for my birthday. Isn't that nice? Sponsored this whole box. We love. Thank you. We love. Janice said my eyes were blurring trying to decide between the different ones. I had no clue what I was looking at. It's fair. They do kind of start to blend together, and they're like different prices. But thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm excited to open the rest of them. Are you leaving her a Disney card? I should. I'll ask. I'll ask when she brings the check. So anyways, we just opened Buddy the Elf's packs. 2 out of 6 had a legendary, which is crazy. Even though one of them was a gay cow, which is taunting me, it's still a great pull, and I'm excited. I feel like we have like probably 3 or 4 of those at this point. If we get any more, I'm just gonna start a binder that is gay cow, just across, just all of, just Clarabelle. And we pulled this today. Crazy. All right, so the next one is from Cher, who sponsored another pack. Here we go. And I think there might be another anonymous thing, or maybe I'm misremembering. Oh, so it should come through. Yes. Oh, the transphobe in here is saying that it has happened that a cis man has pretended to be a woman to assault someone. Okay. Again, not a relevant conversation here because cisgender men are not transgender women, right? Your issue is not with trans women. Your issue is with the predator men. We have nothing to do with that conversation, right? Now, if you, what you're implying maybe is that you don't think transgender women are women, which is false, categorically false. But you're trying to obfuscate that viewpoint by saying, oh, well, what about the men who are going to pretend? It's like, that's not us. So are you just implying that that's who we are? Because that's a different conversation. Thank you so much. It's a different issue. All right. Rare number 1 for Cher's pack, we got Moana. Make way, make way. Moana, it's the time you knew. The village of Matanu is all you need. We got a Kuzga. It's Kuzga. And Simba. Very cool. And then another message. Someone said, you said you find with cis. You said you're fine. Okay, you're fine with cis men in women's bathrooms. Wouldn't that open the door for bad experiences for women? No. Why would it? Like, let's say that you see a cisgender man enter a women's bathroom with his like 6 or 7-year-old daughter, girl dad, because he wants his daughter to use the girl's bathroom, not be in the men's bathroom. You have an issue with that? I don't. I got no issue with it. And let's say that he doesn't even have a daughter with him, right? Like, maybe the men's bathroom is closed. Maybe they're non-binary and we just don't know. Like, if they're causing a problem, that's a different story. But like, who cares who's in the bathroom? It's just a bathroom. Gay cows will be, wait, hold on. Gay cows will be the new daffodil crayons. Daffodil crayons. Is that a reference from something a while ago? I'm missing. In that scenario, I'd rather see a man in the women's bathroom than to send his little girl into a men's bathroom. Exactly. Like, it's just a bathroom, y'all. That's the point. Who cares? All right. And then the last. Oh, then we have a freebie, which we'll open at the end. And then this is the one that several people, I think Jens and Caitlin were kind of the 2 big ones for this one. Also, Emerald threw a little in there. Okay, here we go. We're hoping for something big here. This set has Yzma from Emperor's New Groove, Baymax from Big Hero 6, and I mean, it has others, other ones, and a Tiana from The Princess and the Frog. Those are the 3 that caught my eye, but there's others. No, there's a girl on TikTok that collects daffodil colored crayons. People send it. Okay, cool. Good for her. Yeah, if anyone happens to find a gay cow card, any kind, doesn't have to be the enchanted one, send them to me. P.O. Box Gay Cow 69420. How's that? I don't actually have a P.O. Box, but yeah. Rescue Rangers Submarine. Interesting. We got Mama Odie and Alistair Cray. I don't know where he's from. You wanna know where he's from? Alistair? And the freebie. Maxie says, I just want to be able to go to the restroom. That is for me and pee. Exactly. No one's trying to cause any issues. It's not trans people. Cis men? Maybe. But also that doesn't really happen very often. The issue is not with us. It's not with us. It's like, oh no. I'm trying to think of an example. Oh no, the ginger beers are all. I can't think of it. You're blaming the wrong group. I'm not in there to get up on other women. Yeah, why would we? We're just trying to be. No, but it's a bigger issue than that. It's like, yes, the bathroom is a battleground, but the whole narrative is there because they want the people who are attempting to blame society's ails on trans people, as you know, every society has a couple of minority groups that people like to blame everything on. The narrative has to be that our existence should be offensive, right? Like, we're trying to take everything from you. We are the villain that you can blame everything on, right? We're trying to take your kids, we're trying to take your sports, we're trying to take your bathroom. Like, everything you hold near and dear, they are trying to take from you so that you ignore the things that the actual ruling class are doing to you. That's how this works. That is the strategy. It's always been the strategy. It's nothing new. It's not just the thing being done to trans people. It's like throughout history, you can see this is a textbook tactic used by oppressors. Anyways, here we have an apple crumble, apple crisp, something like that. Trans people have been using the bathroom for years and years. Politics are making it relevant. Cause hatred for the wrong people. We all know cis men are the problem. Indeed we do. Indeed we do. And Chris, you know. Nice. Could I have a check, please? Thank you. That's good. I do believe that's like half butter. Half butter, half apple, half ice cream. There's so much butter. All right. I think we might have another anonymous message or two. I'm kind of done arguing with transphobes though, so if that's you, I'm just gonna ignore you in here. Someone said, if you're a woman, it's an issue that you should be concerned about. So in order for me to be a woman, I have to be concerned about men invading my bathroom. If I'm not concerned that I'm not a woman. Is that what you're saying? Interesting. Someone said, you really need to protect women more. Cis men make women feel uncomfortable when they are undressed and vulnerable. Are you walking around undressed and vulnerable in the lobby of the bathroom? Because I'm not. You don't go into the stall with other people without their consent. It's one thing if you're like, you know, girls with someone, you go and you're like in the, you know, whatever, together. But like a girl dad with his 5-year-old girl walking to the bathroom to help her pee isn't going to see you undressed. That's not how bathrooms work. Not going to peek in your stall. Someone said a man entered the women's bathroom and locked in it. That's why I do not want cis men there. Okay, well look, if you want to yell at a girl dad, that's your prerogative. I'm not going to stop you because I don't know you. Someone said, did I miss when you answered about bottom surgery? Oh, you know what? I totally forgot about that question. The recovery from bottom surgery takes a long time. It takes like, I'm trying to think, you're in bed for a couple months, month or two. And then for the rest of the year, it's stages of recovery. Yeah. I haven't gone through it because I haven't gotten there yet, but when I do, I will document my recovery extensively. But it is very painful and long recovery. A painful and long recovery. Not on a positive subject, I really want a donut. I feel that. Donuts are good. This is the dessert. We were gonna do a cheesesteak sandwich, but then I ate a huge plate of nachos or loaded tater tots and realized that I might throw up if I had the cheesesteak.
I love that cheese.
Thank you so much.
Put this straight up the back flags when you drop these things.
Thank you so much. All right. Did you miss the entree? I mean, if you saw the tots, then no, you didn't. I was gonna order cheesesteak, but it's also 2:30. We've been streaming for a while, and I am not able to do that. Thank you. The loaded nachos, or the loaded tater tots were a lot for me. I was up for like, I was down for like up to 6 months when you got bottom surgery. 6 months, yeah. Yeah, it's like, and in stages. I mean, it's very different 1 week after 1 month compared to 1 month compared to 3 months. Like, you get better and better, but yeah, it's a lot. Recovery takes a year-ish on average, like full recovery, and even then after that you have to dilate. 6 months. Okay, so it was 6 months of like all the same, like you weren't better at month 4 than you were at month 1. It was at 6 months that you kind of felt like you were really getting better. Just so I know I'm understanding. Because I had a friend who did it, and she was in bed for like the better part of a month and a half. But was getting better and better. Like, was able to walk after that and, you know, do normal things for the most part after like 3 or 4 months. But I guess it's different for everyone. All right, and then did we open the freebie pack? I guess we must have. Yeah. What's the dessert? It looks like porridge. It was ice cream and apple crumble. If I'm being honest, it was ice cream, apples, and melted butter. Not a bad thing. It was good, and a little bit of crumble in there too. At this point, it's melted because it was so hot. Thank you so much. Do you like Disney characters at all? What's your favorite Disney character?
Ooh, I'm trying to think. Who is a favorite Disney character?
Minnie Mouse,
Moana.
Ariel.
I do
You like Moana?
I do like
Can I give you a Moana card?
Yes, oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Yes, I actually pulled one just earlier today.
Oh my god, no way, that's so cool.
It said Moana, make way. It's
Oh,
time
I
you
love
knew.
that.
The
That's
village.
so cool.
Yeah, this is for you.
Thank you, darling. I
Of
appreciate
course.
it. That is so awesome.
Enjoy.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's so cool.
All right, here we go. The prediction was rigged, was it? Look, y'all voted for the tots. I didn't make the choice. I only made a boundary for myself that I could not eat anymore. That's all I did. Okay? Not much. Weeks. That makes more sense, Maxie. Way more sense. Way more sense. Frankie said, I had bananas, Fosters, and creme brulee for the first time ever Saturday night. I think I could live off the 2. Good for you. I am not a huge creme brulee person. Not because of the taste necessarily, although it can be a little burnt tasting on purpose, but more because the texture of like that crunch, that like burnt crunch, it's not for me. But I'm okay with bananas Foster. It is lovely here today, Anna. Hello, Panda. How you doing? Yeah, super down for 6 weeks. That is consistent with what my friend who got it experienced. Yeah. Did I make it? I hope so. I mean, look, a little card can make someone happy. Sorry, Amy. Sorry. And then from 6 weeks to 6 months, it was a long road to get to 90% normal. That is consistent with what I've heard. That is consistent. Walking was super weird after. I bet. All right, so to recap today, before we do... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what we got. We got loaded tots. We got ginger beer. And a warm apple crisp. I'm going to leave a 65% tip because it is pretty cheap. Go ahead and guess. For those of you who've never been here before, at the end of every meal, you can guess how much I spent, including tip. 1 guess per person, and the closest person gets a very big prize. Like, I don't know why it's a big prize. No spills. I might take another bite, so don't count it in yet. We might be a no spill day. There are pulls for today, legendaries and better. Get all these real quick so we can remind ourselves how great we've been. We got 3 legendaries total. 2, 3. Yes. We got 3 legendaries today. That's really good. Way better than last stream. We got Clarabelle, not the Clarabelle, but the next best thing. We got an Oswald. old school Disney character, and a Simba. All very good, but of course the crown jewel for today, hard to beat, Snow White Enchanted in the hard case. Huge pull. Very, very good. Very good pull. Very happy with it. Everyone's saying it's the best of the day. I talked to Melania. I said, Melania, did you see the Enchanted pull today on Lily Street? It was so cool. It was the greatest. People are saying it was the greatest. She pulled a Snow White. Everyone's saying. By the way, Melania, congratulations on your new documentary. I hear 7 people saw it. I'm so proud of it. Put these away. Did we all guess? There's only 4 guesses in right now. Are we quieting down today? Is everyone going to sleep? Everyone taking their nap now? Anyone else want to guess before I reveal it? I should be a voice actor. I would. I just don't know how. I'm gonna start. Tina guesses. I think I made a little bit of a jump forward with my Trump impression this morning because I was listening to some guy on TikTok who had a good Trump impression, and I found like a little bit of a flow with him. It's like there's a little bit of like the rasp and great people. I took a step forward on it today. All right, guesses are in. There is one person who is by third closest by a big margin. That person, Tina French, or should I say Tina Francais? Oh, oui. Tina Francais. Bonjour. Every time I try to impersonate Trump, I sound like Bernie Sanders. I can see how you might get those mixed up. So again, this is a very affordable restaurant. One of our less expensive meals, with the Totchos, the ginger beer, and the warm apple crisp. Total $30.41. I'm tipping $20 on top of that for $50.41. Tina said $50.07, which is less than 50 cents off, like 30-ish, 40 cents off. Not gonna do the math. That's good. Now, Tina, do you know what you win? Because, if I'm being honest, you should know by now what you win. So I'm going to need you to tell me. Now, Tina says I win nothing. Unfortunately for Tina, now Tina says you win a fake phone call. So that's actually not true because you win nothing, period, nothing. Unfortunately, I do have to take a quick pause right here. I am getting a call. I have to take this one. Go for Lily. Hey, what's up? Oh. Yeah. I can put you on speakerphone. Okay, all right, hold on. Hello, this is President Trump. Yes, I watched Lily's stream. And people, let me tell you, Tina French had the best guest, the greatest guest of all time. I'm sitting here with Melania, lovely Melania, she's great. And I'm here to say that loser Lily, that's what I call her, has robbed our friend Tina French, or Tina Freedom, as I like to say. We are giving Tina everything. Loser Lily, get lost. Goodbye. You heard him. Sorry, Tina. Or, sorry, not sorry. I don't know. Loser Lily. That's me. Someone asked what my favorite, or my best celebrity impression is. I don't know. Do I have any others? I'll have to remind me. I have a Jason. It's not, my Jason Statham isn't that good. It's like, oh, Jason Statham. Kind of. Do I have any others? I forget until y'all remind me. Because I have the attention span and memory of a goldfish. Do I have any? I can do like accents, not necessarily impressions as much as I do accents, right? Right? You know what? Let me put the legendary cards in the book. I think I might just start putting legendary and better in the book. Maybe that would be better. All right, everybody. This has been a lovely stream. Thank you for hanging out with me. Any requests for tomorrow in terms of what restaurant or what kind of restaurant we want to go to? I am open to ideas. Whatever you know we're feeling. We could do Taco Tuesday, even though we did tacos on Friday. You know. Oh, and the prediction, yes. Wasn't this gastropub on Bar Rescue? It was, I believe. Did Lily spill on herself? Let me triple check. Thank you to everyone who believed in me. Appreciate you. Yeah, I do think it was on Bar Rescue. They're great. They're really great here. Nando's, they do not. Red Robin, nothing close. Corn Dog Restaurant. Corn Dog Central on Corn Dog Avenue. Taco Tuesday. Y'all like Taco Tuesday? I mean, I think it's kind of fun. Taco Tuesday can be fun. Korean. All right. I'll take this all into consideration. Balloon Daddy. I miss Balloon Daddy. See you, Lily. They're the sweetest. They're the sweetest people. One of the sisters owns a pub in the Mission too. I didn't know that. Yeah, they are really sweet here. All right, everybody. I love you. I will see you tomorrow for another stream, another day, another dollar. Until then, stay lovely. You pine cones.